Now, we're going to do some laundry. Lots of people like to sort their darks and lights. I don't. Well, that's not exactly true. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and ignore what I just said and sort my darks and lights. One of the many issues I find when doing this is not my sock, I want to make that clear. One of the issues I find when I do laundry is deciding what's dark or light. Is this a dark or a light? What do you think? I'd call it a dark. Okay, so that goes in the darks. Purple, dark, of course. That's dark. Again, another gray. I'd call it a dark too, though. Socks. Underwear, sock. Underwear, sock. I enjoy, it's relaxing, laundry is. But then you have the option, see, we don't really have that many options. We just got OxiClean. OxiClean's good. I like OxiClean. On the other hand, Top Job. I would now go near Top Job with a 49.5-foot pole? Is that the Grinch? Saying red. See, you don't want to do red with your whites because it could bleed and ruin them. So there's a tip for you. There's a sweatshirt that's black. Again, more red and whites. Lots of those. More underwear, more socks, underwear. Yeah. Again, here you go. What would you call these? These are actually work shorts, so I would call those darks. I would be tempted to do those as lights, though. But, I digress. Bathing suit. I don't remember the last time I wore that. That's going to be washed. That's probably okay for a load there. We might end up mixing some darks and lights, though, to do another one. But now, I'm going to talk you through the important bits. The settings on your washing machine. I, of course, am a laundry expert. I don't mind that. I'm going to put soap in. So you've got your water temp, your water level, and, your options. This, of course, as you can tell if you're a washing machine connoisseur like I am, is an electronic temperature control Kenmore Ultra Fabric Care Heavy Duty 80 series. And next to it, you have its sister machine, the electric sensor Kenmore Ultra Fabric Care Heavy Duty Dry Heat Dryer. Again, with its cycle signal, fabric care, and numerous setting options. So we've got a complete set here from, what I can only assume is from the 80s. So, moving on. Well, actually, so water level, what that does is sets the level of the water. Now, what you want to do is you want to choose your favorite because it has no effect at all on washing. Now, I like a lot of water with my clothes, so I set it to high. Now, the next option is water temp, okay? This is another let me let my dog in, and then we'll continue. Hello. It's a lovely fall day. Now, back to the laundry. You have your water temperature. It goes from warm, hot, warm, auto, hot, cold, warm, cold, cold, cold. So, let me talk you through this, alright? You got two temperatures. You got your wash and you got your rinse water temp. Normally, you rinse on cold. That's just what you do. It helps get rid of the bubbles, and it just gets more of the soap off easier. That's what your cold water does. Now, washing with cold, you kind of have, there's a balance between how you want to wash, because if you wash too hot, you can get dyes to start to run, and you can have a problem. You wash too cold, maybe it doesn't wash so well. But then you also have your water bill. Do you want to go for a warm cold, maybe a warm as more of a middle ground, but then you're using a lot of hot water. You go straight cold, which is what I like to do, but I use a lot of soap when I do my laundry. I really don't vary the soap amount for how much laundry I have. I just fill the cap and dump it in. That's why I use cold. Water level, I went over already. Now we've got our options, okay? Permanent press. If you never want to have to wash your clothes again, you use that one. Knit and delicate. That is for if you're washing somebody who's knitting or if you're washing some china. Use those settings. Pre-wash, pre-soak. You know, do you want to pre-wash them before you wash them? How dirty are your clothes? Pre-soak. How dry are they? Have they been out in the sun? You may want to consider a pre-soak. Then you go to the normal sort of setting, which is called cotton/sturdy, in case you're concerned. Maybe you want to put some wood in there and you didn't know what section to use. Sturdy is the one you want to use. But most of our clothes are cotton. Or my clothes anyways. I don't know what you wear, but my clothes are cotton. And then in here you have soil, okay? How much soil do you plan on putting in? Do you like a nice heavy fertilizer? Or do you like a sort of a desert dust soil? Or are you somewhere in the middle? How much dirt do you like to put in with your laundry? I am a manure kind of guy, so I set it to heavy. As heavy as I can get it. Because I like a nice, shitty load, okay? I'm sorry, I had to laugh there. Now your soap. This is just, you get 10 more loads, which I use up anyways because I add lots of soap. Cool Breeze, you really don't want anything too fruity. Let's give this a smell, just so you guys know what it's like. Obviously, you won't be able to smell it unless you're watching it in smell-o-vision, which I don't like, so you're not. Smells cool, like a Cool Breeze, it does. If I were to give you an accurate smell, other than what it says on the bottle, I would say Cool Breeze. They nailed it. I can't come up with anything better than Cool Breeze. So it smells like a Cool Breeze, and it comes with OxiClean stain fighters, which is nice. I mean, that OxiClean stuff, what it does is that's scrubbing bubbles. I was going to say it sends out little machines that clean your clothes. See, I like a nice full cap. Is that way too much soap? Probably, but I'm using cold, so it's okay, and I have a high water level, which will disperse the soap better. So, here we go. How do you pour in your soap? There's so many options here. You could do a star pattern, which I like, but I don't always do. Spiral, sort of tornado pattern, which I also like. Don't always do it, though. Or you could just plop it in, you know. The plop is all right if you want to ruin your clothes. So, you know, you plop if you want, but I think I'm going to go with the star pattern today. So, star it up. I forgot how to do a star. Let's try that again. This, yes, nice. You don't need to worry about getting it perfect. Don't worry if you get any on there. It's going to get covered in water anyways. Now, normally, I would have pre-started the water. But since I'm recording, I don't know how loud that's going to be. But we'll start it now. We won't start it now. Because this is an 80s machine. Well, really, because this house is from the 30s. This machine has to be plugged in to that outlet, which I'd forgotten about. So now, using this perfectly adequate length extension cord, which is not in any way obnoxiously long for this situation, I will plug it in. There's also not a coat rack in the way. Don't mind that. That's not a coat rack, is it? It's a shoe shelf is what that is. It's a shoe shelving system. Back over here, not my sock. We'll open it up again so you can see, and I've adjusted the dial here. Again, I like a lot of manure in with my clothes. So we're going to heavy. And you see the water rushes in at an adequate pace. And this is where your soak comes in. You pre-soak, you could have done this already. But, you know, maybe you don't want to pre-soak, and that's fine. I'm not judging you. I don't pre-soak. But there you go. That's how you wash your laundry with a motorcycle helmet on your head and a GoPro running. Thanks for watching. Bye.